Why is it not showing anybody? Well, there's me.
Yeah, I'm not out of picture.
You're out of the picture.
There I am.
You're in the picture again now.
Yeah,
but you're not in focus. You're not in focus. If I put you in focus, then I'm out of focus. Oh, you're roughly in focus now, aren't you?
Sheepskin Moggy at your service.
Yeah. Well, there you are. You can be seen now. And look, I've got all my Christmas cards behind me.
Yes.
Yeah. And my fish tank is gone.
Non-existent.
That's right. It's a very sad thing. What happened to it?
But I have a solution for you.
Do you? What's your solution?
A nice big, beautiful screensaver with a beautiful looking fish.
Oh no, I hate those things.
Why?
Well, because they don't look natural. If you know what fish, the way that fish really move, and you've been, used to that for a long time, then bloody screensavers you can keep.
Yeah, but these new screensavers are like realistic. They look like real fish on the screen.
They do if you're not used to fishes, but they don't move naturally. If you know fish, then you know the difference. Yeah. So and I'm getting a new aquarium for the new office. Yeah, because this is actually, boys and girls, because as you can see, I've switched it on now. We've been talking for about half an hour on it. It was amusing. The conversation was so amusing. I thought we should be recording it because all the boys and girls at home would find it amusing. But then I discovered that the minute you put the cam on, you dry up and you don't have anything more amusing to say.
What's not amusing? Tell me. Tell me what's not amusing to speak about with Victor D. Hooliganov and yours truly, Lord Moggy?
No, well, I don't know. Everything's amusing in its own way. I was told that on the wireless on the radio on Sunday night that even if I were to buy and read every single book on comedy that there is in Amazon, that Amazon.com. Yeah, which if you need to go to Amazon.com and buy anything, then go via the portal oioioo.com. If you go via that portal, you'll be able to find anything you like on Amazon.com and buy it, and the commissions go for prize money for this channel. Yes, and if you're in the EU, then you do go oioioo.eu, and it takes you through to the UK Amazon instead.
Yes, but I've seen many of your videos. They've described. I should say described.
You should say described because descripted is not a word. What have they described?
You've described and plugged always your Amazon.com.
Yes, but now I've changed it. I bought this domain to make it easy. It's in the end of all my 2009 videos. It's OIO. And do you know why I bought the domain OIOIOIO?
Yes. Well, why did you buy it for?
Well, I bought it because it's actually one of the few domains which, regardless of how you spin it, you can look at it upside down, you can look at left to right, you can print it out as a bumper sticker and stick it on a bumper or something else. A bumper sticker might be put on. What else would you put a bumper sticker on?
On some finer duper.
On some finer duper. You want to put your bumper sticker on a duper?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think you should do that.
It's...
I'll tell you why, because if you put a bumper sticker on a finer duper, then it's going to get in the way when that finer duper needs to go to the Wajenka.
No, I don't think she'd worry about that too much. She'd put it on either cheek, so the split wouldn't really be in any trouble. Anyway, the levels have gone down in this conversation. Let's get it back up again. Okay. What we were talking about is OIOIOIO is a logo which, if you read it back to front or upside down or back to front and upside down, or however way you choose to spin it and flip it and flop it, you always get OIOIOIO, and it's 7 letters long, which is the perfect number. Okay, there's another version of it which is only 5 letters long, but this has 2 problems. First of all, 5 isn't as perfect a number as 7 letters, and the other problem is, I see you're doing a little bit of tuition in Polish language while we're talking. Yes. To the boys and girls. That's nice. I'll be very grateful to you for that. But the other thing is, I couldn't get the 5-letter one because somebody had already bought it. Now, what domain did you see me buy earlier on today? Shutup.com. Was it Shut Up?
You sure it was youcanshut.up.com?
Youcanshut.up.com.
Yes, because Mr. Painter, who's said that my videos are all too long, that they're 2 hours long, and that's too long for him. He said that he set up an appreciation group to Missy. Okay, Missy is a lady who's actually been featured on this channel before. If you go to the party in the park, she's the lady who's comes off better in the fight with Zara.
So tell me why, is there something in it for you to have people go to your Amazon.com link?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. If they buy something there, then there's a 4% for most items commission. Some things less, some things more. And therefore money would appear on an account for me in Amazon. Yeah. But it looks like some people, and Mr. Chapman said, oh, he's going to make money out of this. He said on the radio on Sunday night that I was doing this to make money for myself. But this is much maligningness of yours truly, because this money will be used in its entirety to fund prizes for this. Because every year I do these quizzes. Yeah. I mean, you took part in the Christmas quiz, and you got 90% right at the end, didn't you?
No.
But it was not you that won in the end. But oh well, there you are. Try harder next year, and next year there'll be a prize if people buy from this shop. Because I tell you one thing, I want to give people prizes, but I don't want to be paying for them out of my money. So if people want the prizes, they can bloody fund them for themselves.
I thought the prizes were going to Victor D. Hooligan.
Did you think so? Well,
yes,
then you
to buy himself a new phone.
A new phone? I got a phone, look. I got a mobile phone, it's really mine. You like that? You like
I think the oil business is not doing so great. I think you've created this oil.
Well, the oil price has gone back down low again. And I have to admit, I didn't expect it to do that, but somebody I know did predict it, and now I'm starting to take his predictions a little bit more seriously. So basically, no, it's not going to go to me at all.
Well, in Australia, it's actually now 90 cents a litre for buying fuel.
Is that? But that's Australian dollars, yeah?
Yes.
So that means it's crap all money to buy a litre of fuel in Australia.
Exactly.
Well, there you are. It's good, isn't it? For you kangaroo people, it's good.
Yeah, but these days I just hop around.
But you still need some kind of energy for hopping, though, don't you?
I need some kind of women folk or woman kangaroo. Normally I don't need any fuel.
Right. Well, you need some kind of fuel, don't you? I mean, even if it's only raw. All right. Okay. You like eating bush, in other words.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. So basically, I mean, kangaroos, they don't have like a fish supper, do they? Kangaroos don't like a fish supper.
No, they don't like fish soup or anything like that.
They don't like that.
No, they don't like zuppa.
They don't like zuppa in their dupa. Okay, right. This is juvenile. Why do you always bring things down to juvenile? Why do I even let you to bring things down to juvenile level the whole time?
Oh, you love it.
I don't like it. I don't like juvenile things. I don't like juvenile. It's juvenile delinquency.
No, I've seen you on your videos. I've seen you.
My videos aren't puerile.
I didn't say they were puerile. They're just wacky and weird.
Well, yes, but they're not toilet humour, are they?
It is me, Victor. Don't worry, Victor. I've got a big plan for you in the next few days.
Okay. Basically, don't tempt me.
Come on, Victor.
Well, you don't want me to turn into Victor tonight.
Oh, you do.
It's a full moon.
Oh,
if I turn into Victor during a full moon,
Victor the hairy werewolf
could be very dangerous. I usually don't do Victor on the full moon's nights. But anyway, I've got my new characters coming up, 2009. I'm going to keep Victor on, of course. I'm not going to do what Sacha bloody Baron Cohen did to his character. What was Sacha Baron Cohen's character called? Borat.
No idea.
Borat Sagdiyev, and he said, "I'm going to kill him off."
Mm.
I mean, can you believe that? He actually killed off one of his personas, and he got away with it. Nobody even arrested him. You just can do what you like to personas, and I think I've got a bit more respect to my personas than to just go killing them off like that. Bloody hell! It's really, where are their human rights? That's what I want to know.
There's no such thing.
Well, that's a good point, actually.
People just kill and kill or be killed.
It's dog eat dog out there, isn't it?
It is. And I'm just wondering, if I ever go to places like Belarus, Russia, the Ukraine, I'm wondering what I'm actually going to see there.
But well, people don't suffer in those countries that you've just mentioned.
Well, I thought that Poland
not unless they're in a political opposition. Well, in what way was Poland a big step back? So I've turned my radiator off again.
Because coming from a Western society and seeing the modernised world that I live in, it's definitely.
But you live in the desert.
No, not live in the desert. I live on the west coast, which is surrounded by sea.
You've got like pelicans and what have you, and papagoonies or whatever they're called. What are they called?
Pelicans, dolphins. Seagulls.
What's that laughing bird called?
Kookaburra.
That's the one. You've got them around the place.
Yeah, we've got them everywhere. We've even got snakes just for you.
There you go. I'm nothing against snakes. They can't help being snakes. But
nice deadly spiders as well.
Yeah, spiders are good, aren't they?
They're okay. But the thing is, when I came to Poland, I first saw that things are not as they seem. The lifestyle is a lot different.
What is it like then? What's the lifestyle like?
Well, I mean, it's hard to describe. Well, it's not really hard to describe. It's just the lifestyle is totally different. I mean, I don't want to put Poland down, and I don't want to put any other nation down. I'm just saying that the lifestyle is different. The way you live, you have to live by certain means. You have to survive it somehow, and you live by the best way you can. And if that's living on a mattress, in a small unit, small flat, then so be it.
Well, it's free.
Not necessarily free. It's free for foreigners, for some foreigners at least.
Well, it's free for you.
For me, yes. But if that was
what are you worried about then? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
No, I'm not worried. I'm just worried more so for the people that actually live here.
Well, they're not living on mattresses.
Some people are.
Do you know what reason is why you live on a mattress, mate?
No.
Because you didn't listen to me when I said buy a bed.
Yeah, but what if I have to keep moving flat every day?
Well, have you had to?
Yes.
We haven't had to move flat every day. How many movements have you made so far?
I've made 3. And that is a fact.
You've made 3 moves. One to Poland, one to that flat in near where I used to live.
Yes.
Yeah? Then you went to Cherniakowska Street.
Yes.
Then you went to this one near Sadiba.
Tak.
And that's it, you're there.
So that's 3.
Well, so it is.
And so...
Well, that's not a big deal, is it, in 8 months?
I mean, the first place had just a skinny mattress and sleeping on the floor. I mean, everybody slept on the floor in that place.
Well, it's because none of them wanted to buy themselves a bed. You want us to buy you beds as well?
I mean, the second place had beds because the beds already provided there.
Well, there we are then.
I mean, one room doesn't have it, but the others do. Maybe 2 rooms don't have it. Yeah, 2 rooms don't have it, but the other 2 do. The current place...
Which room did you have in that Cherniakowska flat?
The one that's closest
where the TV is?
No, the one that's closest to the
bathroom.
front door. Yeah.
To the front door?
Yeah, the one that's...
the one with that big heavy piece of furniture's in it?
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to be staying in again. And I don't mind that actually because I...
Why? Why are you going back to Cherniakowska? Why are you not staying in Sadiba?
Because the big boss has decided that he doesn't want this other flat anymore.
Because it's crap?
Yes, and so he's asked me to come back to Old Cherniakowska.
Alright.
Basically, I don't know whether I have to buy a bed in that place or
Well, you know what's in the room, don't you?
No.
That room where the big piece of furniture is, where you can put all your books in it. You can even unpack those 12 suitcases of yours.
Yes, but I don't know if I'll be moving out of that place in a
Have you actually unpacked those 12 suitcases since you got them into Poland?
Some of them I have, yes.
Have you ever got to the stage where all 12 were unpacked?
No. Not all 12. The 10, you mean Dziewięć, or 10, I should say.
10.
Not the 20.
No, not 20. Not 12 even. 20 is 20.
No. 19, tak?
That's 19.
12.
12. 12. Alright.
So I don't know, I mean, like I said, the lifestyle is different and the people buy different things in a different way in shops here. Small shops. Whereas where I live, we buy it from big shops. Big supermarkets, big
have you not even been? But you've been to a big supermarket, haven't you? Here?
Yeah, Sadie
haven't you been
to
Max?
Centre.
I'll tell you what. When I went to Berlin, I can't. No word of a lie. I went to the metro in Berlin, and I can tell you it's massive. It's bigger than the London one. And that was about the biggest shop I've been in up till then. It was a huge, great place.
But isn't the Blue City in Poland very big as well? I mean, I've heard
Well, it's a mall, isn't it? So it's made up of a lot of littler shops.
like Mokotów, like Arcadia.
Mokotów. Right, yeah, well, it's best made up. It's just a mall, isn't it? Whereas I'm talking about a single shop with only one set of cash desks at the front, where you can walk in there, and honestly, by the time you've bought everything that they've got on show there, that you need, because you want to go in. If you go in, you've got to get a card off somebody because you can't just walk in off the street.
So tell me where.
So I borrowed a card from a friend, and went in there, a German friend, and he borrowed his card, went in there and did my Christmas shopping. I can tell you we were 5 hours in there, and it was just to get around it. It was the most unbelievably large shop. It's like the biggest shops that you can think of, like Tesco's here on the way out of Warsaw towards Poznan, on the road to Poznan, which is about the biggest shop. One of the biggest shops here, Real, is another one down by the airport. Yeah, and some other really big, all-in-one shops. Or even maybe the biggest of the lot is the Arcadia's Carrefour. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's there's nothing like that. Okay, this is completely a different ball game. If you go to Berlin, you can get yourself a metro card and get into that shop. It's a different ball game. So you need to try and do that one time. You're going to buy a car?
I don't know, I haven't really decided yet. I mean, depending how things go financially, I may buy one, a small one, in the future. I don't know.
I've got a headache. I had to drink a half bottle of wine today at business lunch.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it. Red wine gives me a bloody headache afterwards.
Do you reckon I should ring my Russian friend, see what she's happening?
Do you want to do that then?
If you feel like doing it.
I don't want to talk to her.
You want me to talk to her?
You talk to her, yeah. She's your friend, not mine.
She probably won't speak to me.
Well, try it. And if you can take a knockback on live television, then it shows you're a bloke with balls of steel, as it were.
Yeah, I've already got balls of steel. Don't worry about that. They're like a brass monkey.
Right. I want to finish this now because it's not going anywhere.
Gotcha.
Okay, cheers.